Campus and Moses. Now look, story time, man. This is the second time I got jumped. Now this time I was with my cousin, man. We were in Park Forest. For all who don't know, that's the south side suburb of Chicago, man. Shout out to Park Forest. Now this is like Christmas, like 2 days after Christmas. I believe it was like two. I had to be like 18 or 19, bro. I had this little female that stayed around the corner from my cousin, bro. I'm not gonna say her name, but whatever the case may be, my cousins, my cousins owned a house right around the corner, right at the end of this one block. I'm not gonna say which one it is, but I was walking down the street about to go get some blacks and something else. I don't know, about to go to the store, and I saw this black dude. He walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, you want to buy some bud?" And I was like, "Sure, let me get your number." I went back to the house, got the money. I got a little 10 sack, I believe. This isn't like I told you. If I'm like 18, it's like 2009, 2010-ish, right? 2009, okay? So I went back to the house, made the exchange, got his number, and proceeded to go about my day. Now, me and my cousin were going to the skating rink, to get at some females, just turn up for, looking fresh. We just got our, Christmas shopping on. Now, mind you, I'm the bud man at the time, but I just didn't bring my pack for whatever reason. I can't remember why. Because I'm thinking my cousin would have it, and I don't want to just run through my sack, whatever the case may be. This was dead, bro, because everybody's still with their family. So we ended up walking back. I'm like, "Hey, man, pass me that sack. We could roll up." He was like, "That was the last of it." I'm thinking like, bro, I have a problem, bro. Why did you not tell me that we smoked both of the sacks, bro? So now I got to call this dude. I get on the phone. I was like, "Hey, bro, this is a old dude from a little bit earlier. Do you have some more bud?" He was like, "Yeah, let me hit you back." He called me back probably like 5 minutes later. He was like, "Look, this is our last sack, bro, but we already actually rolled it up. So you gotta buy the blunt, the sack, and the little weed that we have left. You gotta buy it all." I was like, "Nah, just give me the 5 and we'll be good." He was like, "Nah, bro. You gotta buy the 5. You gotta buy the weed that we already rolled up and the blunt for $11. And I was like, "All right, whatever, bro." But he seemed kind of like aggressive, and it didn't seem like it didn't seem like a good idea. I was like, "All right, well, just meet us at the park." So how the park is, there's a big field, there's a driveway, some pavilions, some parking spaces, and then you can go out the other side of the park and it'll take you to a whole nother side of the neighborhood, right? So I was like, "Look, bro," I'm talking to my cousin. I was like, "That was kind of sketchy." I put him on speaker. I was like, "That was a little sketchy." So whatever the case may be, I'm already still a little high, and we probably had something to drink. Now, I was like, "Look, this is what we're gonna do. The parking lot is the only thing that you can really see. They can't see us walking through the field. So let's just post up in the field. When they pull up, fill out the situation. If it seems sketchy to you, then we'll cancel it. If it's good, then we'll go." So the one dude hopped out the vehicle, and I looked at this. I was like, "Bro, this is not $5 worth of weed rolled up in this blunt, bro. This is like, it's skimpy." And I was like, "You know what? I just want to get high, yai. F it." So I give him the money, and I'm playing the Carter 3 on my phone loud as hell, because those phones back in the day, it was a little Nokia, but it was like a good one. I think it was like a Rockstar or whatever the case may be. It was a white phone. It was like, but this is top of the line back in the day. Look it up. It's called a Rockstar. Loud as hell, which I knew I shouldn't have did, but my cousin was just so adamant about listening to this album. Lil Wayne's his favorite rapper, I think, still to this day, right? So boom, we start walking away, and they were creeping away, and I'm thinking, "Oh, hell nah." And I wanted to tell them like, "Hey, bro, start running." But it's snow on the ground, it's cold, it's slippery, it's ice. It's Park Forest, my nigga, it's Chicago. So the dude was creeping off, turned off his car. I was like, oh, hell no. So I kept turning around. The nigga yelled, hey. And then I saw two dudes get out the car. In my mind, I'm telling Travis, bro, do not separate from me. This nigga started walking towards them. They walked put past Travis, and this light-skinned, busy bone looking ass nigga, he had on a white tee, just got off on me. Bow! And instantly, just out of reflex, I hit him back, but just a little bit. And then he hit me again. Boom! The other nigga hit me. Boom! Now I'm on the ground. And I look up, and I see my cousin. He's fighting one dude. My cousin, I think my cousin's like 5'5" or something like that, maybe 5'6". This dude that he was fighting had to be a good 6 foot, probably 200 and something pound, big dude. Then I see another dude he was handling that nigga. He dropped him, boom, boom, gave him a 3-piece. Well, that was 2, but boom, 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 3-piece, dropped him. The other dude got out the car, started handling my cousin. Then they stopped. They're still jumping me. Boom, boom. I'm And then my cousin, hey, bro, give me the knife. And the nigga said, hey, bro, don't run up on me. I'm reaching for the knife in my pocket. And the nigga did something, took my hands out the pocket, took all my money, which is nothing. Like, I had another like $40 or something. They took my phone, and I think, they let me keep the cigarettes. I guess they didn't smoke cigarettes. And they ran in the car and just mashed off, bro. My cousin is leaking. Mind you, he just got a brand new all white Nike hoodie. Leaking, bro. I've never seen this in my, bro. This man is leaking all down his neck, all on the sweater. The blood probably stopped to right here. And I was like, fuck. So the issue with this is my cousin, his mom, Angel, had an issue with me. She sat down with me at some point and she was like, Aaron, you know why I stopped letting you come over as much? Because every time you come around, y'all always get into trouble. You always get into trouble, or you got people coming over the house that's acting weird, and Travis likes to stay in the house. He never really smoked weed before he met you. He just stayed in the house, played his video games. But when you come over, y'all always go outside, get into something. And I'm thinking like, this is true, but half the stuff that we get into, you don't even know about. All the carjackings, all the houses we broke in, all the dope being sold, you don't know anything about this. Maybe you hear rumors, but you can't verify it. But whatever, I digress. So we get to the house. I was like, hey, bro, don't just go straight in the house. We got to figure out what we're going to say. Maybe get you cleaned up. He was like, no, man. No, bro. This man. And I was like, all right, I'm about to stay. I'm in pain, bro. We just walked all the way from the park. Not that far, but far enough to walk when you just got jumped. And I stayed outside and hit a cigarette. And as soon as he walked in the house, oh my God! They jumped me, Mom. They jumped me. Where's the gun? And I was like, man, she was like, what happened? What happened, Travis? Somebody call the police. I was like, the police? We already got jumped. They got away. What's the issue? Like, what is that gonna do? He took off his hoodie and soaked it. And I'm like, nah, everybody in this house is from the south side of Chicago. Did something in the streets at some point, so I don't think this is going anywhere. Then, of course, I'm in the backyard, right about to spark, because they let me keep the blunt and the weed. They took the $40 in my phone and something else that was valuable to me. Maybe a watch or a ring or something like that. This is like the stupidest lick that you could hit. It's 4 people, and you stole $40. I already deactivated the phone with my cousin's phone, whatever the case may be. So the police came and I went outside and they were like, can you come inside real quick? I was like, bro, I don't even. So what was the circumstances? I was like, we were just walking through the park and some people jumped us. I don't know what happened for real like that. Nothing really happened. Like, this is a random act of violence. So you don't know they took your phone? Do you know the number? I was like, sir, I just got that phone for Christmas. I don't know the number on it. Nothing. None of that is true. I've been had this phone for a while now. But at the end of the day, somebody was like, so you deactivated the phone? And I was like, yes. That was dumb. We could have used it to track them. I was like, bro, this is not even that. This is not even a felony. You gonna track these people down? Now later, they left. They left. I went on the porch. I mean, we went on the roof, smoked the blunt, and a couple days later, I tell my girl about it, and she was like, "Oh, they stay right around the corner. He was tall, dark skinned." Hold on one second. And I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Oh, that's such and such." I was like, I'm thinking the first thing I'm thinking is, okay, you probably grew up with dude and went to school with him. And I was like, oh, okay. So how do you know him? That's my ex. So your ex just so happened to jump me with his friends. What do you know about what do you know about this dude? Where does he stay? Oh, he moved. He's going to college right now. He was just here visiting his family. He don't really be out here like that. I was like, do you have a number for him other than the one that I have? And what are you gonna do? I'm thinking like, bro, you know who I am, and what I represent. What do you think I'm gonna do if all these people jump me for no reason, for $40 in a phone? What do you think should happen? So she was like, no. And I'm like, bro, why are you protecting this dude? Like, nigga, give up the information. This is your ex. Tell him you want to do what you do. And it could be that, bro. Like, it is what it is, though. But I never saw dude again. I've been all through Park Forest ever since then. I haven't actually been there in quite some time, but ever since then, I've been there at least once a month, kicking it with my cousin. My cousin's family stayed on that block since like the early 2000s. Never saw bro ever again, bro. Hopefully something really, really bad happened to him so nobody could be affected by his fool. If $40, my nigga, how broke that? I mean, I understand you're a college kid and all of that, but $40 and a phone, you couldn't get that phone off for more than $100. Now, when you look at how much the money was different back then, that $40 probably only had the buying power of like $60. So it wasn't like way more money back then. It's not the 70s. It's not like that $40 was $200. That $40 was like $60. That phone was probably $120, which would be worth like probably $160 right now. So this is a stupid ass lick, bro. You can't use the phone because I locked it, I deactivated it, I turned off the number. It's not like an iPhone where if you keep on trying to put the password in, it's gonna explode in your hand. It's not like that, but it was useless. It was useless. I think maybe they could have played the music that was on it, but that's about it. Took the SIM card out and took the music, and it was really nothing you could do. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's not like this is a smartphone, bro. I'm telling you, this is like very primitive technology. So yeah, they could have took the SIM card out and used it, possibly. But yeah, this is a time where everybody didn't have a phone back then either. This is like I said, 2008, 2009. So at the end of the day, yeah, that's what happened, man. Me and my cousin got jumped. It was horrible. They hit me all in the jaw, my back, my chest, both sides of my jaw, and I had a little little main knot. It went down, so it wasn't a main knot, but it was a knot on my head right here. Both jaws were swollen for a good 2 weeks. And again, probably my collarbone was messed up, my legs. Why would you stomp somebody's legs? You gotta be demonic to do something like that, but it is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. Make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want some more of these story times, man. Peace. Gang.